Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We're repairing this car, which is a lot wrong with it, and we're slowly getting to the bottom of it. There we go. We found everything that's wrong with it now. So, thank you so much for disabling your ad blockers while watching my videos, because that actually does give me a little bit of money and it helps a ton. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Alternatively, you can always check out my Patreon. That also works. Especially now that YouTube is, being so militaristic with its, oh, that's not appropriate, this is not appropriate, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let's see where these bushings are. And see, all of the discs needed to be changed. So the ventilated discs are at the front. Where the hell? I thought we changed this one out. But apparently not. He's not happy with it. Okay. So let's take off the new calipers. And the pads. And change out the discs. See, it's 80%, but he wants it changed. That's so weird. I don't have any new ones, do I? No, 80%. Alright, well, ventilated disc it is. There we go. Nice, new, and shiny. That looks good. Alright. Boop. Yeah, this car should feel a lot nicer now that we've repaired it. I have no idea how much it's going to cost him. Alright, so now rubber bushings. Where will they be? Ah! That's why I forgot them, see? Of course. Now, do I have any spare ones? No. Not new ones, anyway. Rubber bushing? There. There's this one here. And, of course, on the other side. And that should be the car complete. There it is. Everything's fine. So, it cost him $5,000 to repair this car. Nice. Cash only achievement. Alright, let's get the next car. Oh, now this is getting interesting now. So, Royale Bianco i4, turbocharged i4, 4x4. Oh, well, that's an Audi. That shouldn't really be 4x4. That should be all-wheel drive. GT, general rolling gear, fixed suspension clanks. What should we get? Let's get this. This is usually quite expensive. Timing-related stuff and filters. Alright, let's move the car onto the lifter. Ugh. Tiny little box. This looks like a, I don't know, Kia Rio or a Hyundai Getz or something. I don't know. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like these cars. Right. Yeah, that's a 3-cylinder eco box. So we said, okay, timing stuff and fuel and filters. I thought the filter looked dark. Never mind. It's on this side, so I couldn't have seen it. Let's take off all the clips. Can we take off? No. Of course, the top needs to get off. Be taken off first. There we go. Let's take the filter out. He wants all the filters replaced, right? I think. Yeah, there's the fuel filter is pretty bad. Please stop making those sounds. It's so weird. I'm just moving the camera a little bit and it's just making all those weird sounds. There's a fuel filter. It's really not great either. Take that off. I think the timing stuff will need to take the cover off as well. I believe that needs to be replaced. Let's take that off. There we go. Yep. Cam gear and probably the serpentine belt as well. 68%. I don't know what is the smallest amount he's happy with. Let's see. No, not that. Oh yeah, I can't access it because it's actually in movement and doesn't actually exist at that time. Alright, 66 is the lowest amount. Alright. Fuel, air, and oil filters. Alright. Filter. Air filter. Fuel filter and oil filter. There. I can just buy those in advance. So I can take that off as well now. And I'm assuming... No, he doesn't want the oil changed actually, so... Alright. Never mind. Usually when you change an oil filter, you also change the oil. Right. Accessible from engine bay. Are you serious? Okay. So that's the only thing I had to change here. Let me just make double sure. Oil filter. No, he doesn't want the oil change. That's fine. Alright. Let's change all this stuff now. Oh yeah, I need to actually buy the cam gears. Cam gear, i3. Wow. That's how they look like? They don't look like that to me there, but I guess... Oh yeah, they do. Interesting. Serpentine belt does not need changing. The water pump does. Water pump. I guess it's an i4 one. Which one is it? i4. There we go. And then the cover. I forgot to check if I could actually try and repair something, but I guess not. Idler roller, that's fine, because the minimum he wants repaired is... Well, just the belt tensioner now and the filters. Okay. Yeah, belt tensioner was in a pretty bad shape. So, tensioner. There we go. I don't know, it's just satisfying to do this. And relaxing, for some reason. Alright, let's do the filters as well here. A new lovely air filter. Put the cover back on, and don't forget to put the clips back on. Those were usually my bane. Everything was on the car, and then it said, oops, car account, you know, car is missing a clip. It's like, oh no, the horror. Where's the fuel filter? It's down here, isn't it? There it is. Brand new one. There we go. This car is done, I believe. Yep. 1,000 for that. Nice. Alright. Save more money. Alright. Nothing we could have repaired, so that's alright. 309,000 Salem Flamo. Car filters need replacing. Replace all filters. New timing parts. And what's this? Salem Flamo. My car doesn't start, and even... Oh. My car doesn't start, and even when it was working, the sounds it made were strange. Every morning I woke up the entire neighborhood. Please do something so it would work and not make such noise. Man, that's engine related. 327,000 kilometers. Alrighty. Let's, it's gonna be stuff wrong with the engine, I'm assuming. But let's take it onto the test path anyway. Just to be sure. Cannot start engine. Okay. So let's put it onto the lifter. Trunk window. Whoop. There we go. Let's see what's wrong with this thing. 100%. Everything has to be new. Change oil. Okay. Let's see what the oil looks like. There is no oil. Maybe that's a little bit of a hint as to what's going on. I'm assuming this thing will actually need its cylinders. I mean, its cylinders, its pistons replaced. Let's find out, shall we? I have a bad feeling about this one. Also, the muffler seems to be all... Wait a second. Are you saying it's just going to be the muffler? Just the exhaust? And the fuel filter? Really? Not the engine without any oil? No, there's more parts. There has to be more stuff. Right, because we have to drain the oil anyway, I will take off the oil sump and see what we can see. Right, fuel filter, because we can actually see the crankshaft and the pistons there. And see if, you know, those are problematic. So let's lift the car. Wow, look at those headrests. Now that is retro. And now I realize that, you know, the car will be lifted up too high and the hood will get all smashed. That would be bad. Alright, so yeah, that's not great. And the rear muffler. But that's just two of the things. So let's see what the rest of the stuff needs. Also, the fuel pump is trash. Fuel pump. Interesting, the i6 actually has its own fuel pump. I like that. Alright, what are those? Middle muffler and rear muffler V8. Okay. Muffler. V8 and the middle muffler. It's gonna be nice and shiny. There it is. Look at that. It's pretty cool, huh? There's the middle muffler we can put on. There we go. Now the rest of the stuff is going to be in the car. So let's drain the oil and see what's going on there. Car lifter. You know, now that we're playing... wow, yeah, look at that. There was no oil there. Now that we're playing the game for a while, I really think it's a lot of fun and a nice little upgrade from the previous game. I really feel bad for the developers having worked on this and then having bad reviews from the start, but in a way it is their fault, of course, because they didn't make sure that the game was optimized and bug-free. Fortunately, I didn't see any bugs yet. The game could use a little bit of optimization, of course, like I said, but it's not a huge deal right now, so it is fun. No, that looks okay. The cylinders... I won't be able to examine them, will I? Yeah. Compression. And for the cylinders, I need a compression tester as well. What about the caps? Well, the caps seem to be okay. I don't know, these rod caps and the... oh, 65, okay. So I'm guessing the cylinders are okay as well. Interesting. I was almost sure that there would be some major damage in here, you know, because there was no oil. Maybe it's timing related stuff then. We'll take off the timing cover. It could also be running gear, so transmission and such, because he said the sounds it made were strange. Every morning I woke up the entire neighborhood. Also, the starter could be a problem if it doesn't, you know, want to start. Let's see. Everything is accessible from the engine bay. So let's just peek into the... oh, god damn it! No! Let's peek into the gearbox. See what's going on there. There's a long drive shaft. Alright. What? Oh yeah, I need to take the starter. Ah! Accessible from engine bay! Alright, take the car off. I mean, bring it back down. Alright, starter didn't look too great, but I could be wrong, of course. No, starter's fine. Alright, and now we have to actually lift the car back up again. There. Now let's see what we can do. Hopefully it's going to be the transmission. But then again, I think he would be saying something about that. Yeah, transmission looks good. All the parts look good. So it's not that. A lot of parts I haven't discovered yet, so it must be something in the engine. It could also be, like I learned now, something to do with the fan and the housing and such. Alright, let's put back the... No! Put that thing back, the drive shaft. There you go. And the starter I can only put in from the engine bay. There you go. Well, let's lower the car again and then fiddle around in the engine itself. But the cylinders seem to be fine. Oh yeah, I didn't take the timing cover off yet, did I? So let's put the starter back on first. Because that's just fine. And then... let's check out the timing. That's probably the culprit here. God damn it. Take the belts off. Idler roller. No. That looks just fine, actually. Let me make double sure. Take the belt off, but... yeah, that belt is fine. Radiator is fine as well. Interesting. What's wrong then? Battery is dead. We'll fix that. But still, that still leaves a lot of the stuff. Let's buy a battery. That's a shame. They didn't, you know, make different batteries for different cars. Like bigger and smaller ones. There's a new battery. There's the radiator. Which is just fine. Timing belt. Did I check the overhead valve thing? The cam belt. I mean the camshaft. I think I did, right? Wait, no, I didn't take the top off, the head. So let's check that. Could be that then, but if it was that, that's not enough parts. Unless it's all the bearings and such. No. No, that's actually completely fine. But let me check it. Yeah. That's fine, nothing wrong with that. Well, once again, I'm sort of at an impasse. Wait, what about a distributor? I don't think this... well, there's the wires. That could be wrong. Let's take those off. Ignition wires... no, ignition wires are just fine. Ignition coil could be the problem as well. Yep, ignition coil. Oh, spark plugs as well, obviously. Silly me. Ignition coil... this one. And I'm assuming it's going to be spark plugs as well. Let's put this back into place first. There we go. And then we're going to remove... no, the spark plugs all look okay. No, they're not. 10%. 9%. Okay, see, because in the previous game, they were actually rusty. When they were bad, so, yeah. Spark plugs. Oops. There. Some new spark plugs for this car. And that one, and that one, and that one. And of course, the ignition wires. Now what else is missing? Nothing. We did it all. Nice. Finish order. Oh yeah, change oil. Alright. Let's go. I like that sound. Alright, this car should feel a lot better now. There you go. It is finished. Nice. Alright, well, again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying this as much as I am, and I will see you next time in the next part of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Have a good one. Bye-bye.